Okay. Alright guys, so here we have this high segment created background, and what we'll do is we'll use this sculpt geometry tool just to give it a slight feeling of little unevenness or ground surface, grass surface rather than a flat surface, to make it a little more believable. So when we cast the shadows and AO, it looks more nicer and realistic. And opacity, I will make it to 0.1. Sorry, with this tool, it's in the mesh sculpt geometry tool. Okay, it's something like a ZBrush tool. Okay, and it's too much. Okay, as you can see, just a slightly little bit of a unevenness. Okay, so it will looks nicer and realistic. These are the few small things that makes a good comp to a nice excellent comp, because it's all about an eye, how much detailing you can proceed, how much detailing you can see and achieve it. Okay, yes, these are the good things, so I'm recording it, so I feel proud that I'll use such a good nice words. What? And then later on I will upload this in a YouTube also. People will start saying, wow, who's the Sharma? We're just bubbling around. Alright, so see, as you can see, it's a good, nice, smooth, bit of a grassy patches, as you can see it here. Okay, nice, simple, small thing, but yes, it's good. Alright. And our AO. See, it's so fast. It's not gonna take. Oh, voila. Voila. Render. Yeah, so it will bring up a little nice unevenness. It looks good. Alright, here we go. So our AO is done. What's next? Beauty, ambient, specular, reflection, AO. We create our light. Let's work into the shadows. Alright, for the shadow, what we need is, of course, the object which cast the shadow, surface which receive the shadows, and the light source. We need all three of them. Add selected. Alright, and this light, I go to add attributes, go to the shadow option, and shadow rays 250, ray depth 150. And as we know that our shadows are very soft, very soft. Alright, and after that, what we need to do here, right click, attributes, presets, shadow. Alright, so it becomes a shadow layer for me. All what I have to do is select this surface, render settings, cast shadow, turn it off. Okay, receive shadow on, rest off, off, off. This object, cast shadow on, receive shadow. I want some of the shadows casting on the bench also, so I will turn it on both. Primary visibility, rest, reflection, reflection, turn it off. Alright, and whenever I render, it automatically becomes into software, so make sure you change to mental ray and render it out. Okay, see the softness, it's not very hard, harsh, it's very soft, the way we have in our environment.
But there's a line because the plane not big enough.
Right,
But if we expand, then the shadow would expand as well. Then how would we fix that? How should we fix that?
why we need to fix it? Why we need to fix it? Why? What's the requirement? Still cutting it off. It means we need to bring our light source more up, more straight, more towards the noon because it's going too long. We'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. So panel, look through selected. Camera and again let's render. Yeah. Okay. Now it's
The
not.
shadow looks so harsh.
We can always control it now. We can always control it. Okay, we'll always reduce the opacity of into the comping. We can do that. Now what I want to see this along with my background. So what I'll do is select my camera, add selected. Yes. So I can compare the shadows, how exactly they are coming up. Along with my image. So I can see whether I have to shift the direction or how long it is coming, I can see it. while looking this, I feel, did you see this area and this area? I think the sun should be not on that direction, it should be that direction, so it's casting a shadow more, and here it is going more inside. That's why, see, this side don't have shadows, but this side have. These sides don't have, this side don't have, but still this side have. Okay, so I think sun is not here, I think it should be here, around here. Rest, all the elements, it's hardly seen any shadows actually. It's too soft. So again, outliner, look through selected, and I will do something like this. Camera, that would be better. Alright, okay, so now we got, now let me open the outliner, let me remove my camera also, remove object from the camera. Yeah, there we go, it's removed. Alright, saved it. So what we left now, beauty, ambient, specular, reflection, AO, shadow, everything is there. Okay, there's no point of a z depth. Why? Because it's just a one object, static object. Okay, if we have multiple object, we can make a depth out of it. There's no point. Okay, one more thing we can do right now is, let me check, beauty right, ambient right, specular, reflection, AO, shadow. Just make it a matte. Okay, and in the matte we are only going to include add selected, hyper, and name it always, that's my matte. And out color, I'll make it to white. Why I make it white? Because when I render, I get a pure white patch. If it be a black, it hardly wanna be visible because it will blend with alpha. So you get the alpha in both the case, but here I can see how much is there. Okay, and I'll just apply that white matte. Okay, so let's render all the 111 pieces and we'll see how much it is coming. Alright, render. File, save image, images, I say individual, INDI, individual, and that is my matte. And I'm saving it Maya IFF. I create a new folder called final renders. Yes, saved. Shadows, there we go. That's a share. Did you see this unevenness? It help us to make that it's not a hard surface ground, it's a little uneven grassy ground. File, save image, shadow, AO, we'll comp it up, we'll see if we need to add some more, any other required information we feel we need to include, we'll create a render pass for that also. Save image. Reflection. There we go. Save image. Reflection. As you can see, the rivets and the bench, they have a totally different reflection. It will spot out quite easily. Okay. And specular.
Shama, what if usually after all these render passes, my image still doesn't look realistic or doesn't look good? What else can you do?
Why? First, the question is why it is not looking good. What is the problem? If the colors are wrong,
So much, it still looks 3D.
we'll comp it. When we start comping, we have to identify it. Which pass is not realistic, which is not contributing right. Okay, then we need to identify what is the problem, then fix it up. You first, to solving it, you need to identify the problem first, na? Otherwise, how could you know? You only says it's looks 3D, but why it's looking 3D? Which information is missing? Which information is not correct? You need to find it out that. Hmm? Why my ambient light is not working out? Final gather is on. Oh, final gather, it's heavy. Final gather, it's killing the time. Okay, there we go. See, we got the good, nice color. Yeah, very nice colors. And now the most simple one is your wrong favorite, beauty pass. Here we go, so fast. Okay, let's save this file, minimize it, open our After Effects. Alright guys, let's start doing our comping. That's the crucial point. That's a crucial element. Right now, before you do, right now we are only working with the single frame. But when you work, make sure your FPS, you always check it. Okay. First, drop your and I will drop the AO right now in the beginning itself and say, where is it? Yes, there we go. Okay, it's good. You know what is good? It's good that we did our shadow pass, because see, AO is not coming up here. Okay, it means that we need shadows. Let me bring it up. See, that's how all the elements here, as you can see, right? The only thing is too dark. Our shadows is not that dark. Simple opacity. See, and we get a little unevenness. It's not a flat, otherwise it don't look good. Yeah? Yeah. Simple element, see, but it will start looking it up nice. Is there any black outline it's coming? Usually it comes with. It's fine. Do you see this black outline? Okay. It's everywhere. The beauty itself, I need to shrink it. So, what we need to do? Yes, matte, simple. Try to. It's anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing. It happens with mental ray only. Anti-aliasing means it render the colors, and to make the edges nice and clean, it polish the edges. While polishing the edges, alpha stays there, but the color information will fade off from the corners. That's the property. 0.5, 0.7, 0.8. There we go. Okay, A is not making any difference to the corners. All right, that's good. Okay. Now, did you see? This is very good. Did you see the specularity here? This is a tiles. You know those garden tiles? These are some of that. Wood, the polished wood, is not that much, but something in between of this and this. Okay, the background one, this and this. So let's try it with our reflections. This is the reflection. Can you see the reflection? You only see it's a specularity, but actually there's a little bit, always a little bit of a reflection. Anything that will bounce the light, it reflects the colors also. Okay, so that is reflection is there. And the good thing is, yes, we also have a very realistic reflections, not very unrealistic information. We have realistic reflections. Did you see that? Yeah. Okay, realistic, not very unrealistic. Specular. Okay, did you see? It's coming out nice. The only thing is, the only thing needs to be opacity. I'll keep it to 60. Okay. And now our ambient light. Did you see a little bit of a bluishness? It is happening because of the environment light. Why? Because of all these buildings. See these plastic chairs. They also have the same feeling, right? Okay, take this test. All right, now what we have to do here is, now this is very crucial. I will turn off my AO. Okay, now this is very crucial to check the depth and information, everything with every channel by channel, red, green, blue. Okay, let's go to the red. The property is looking nice, clean, clear. Okay, green. Okay, and blue. Okay, and the good thing to match it like this is you need to identify which is the closed part of this wood to this environment. You understand? So you can take that particular channel red, desaturate, or exaggerate. Green, desaturate, exaggerate. This is look like it's a concrete, right? It looks like it's a concrete, right, statue. If we have any wooden part, this kind of a wooden part, it would be very easy for us to see. These are the green stamps also. This porch might be, I don't know, red. I feel that my red, it needs to be desaturated. It's too. My red needs to be desaturated. See, it is very white, right? It looks like a plastic white. See this? I know that this is very darker and very painted one, not a wooden one, but I take this one and this one. Okay, so we still needs to reduce it. Green. Check the green for this one. Green needs to be little more. Okay. That's why, you know, for the comping, for the very professional one, they put the same material there. Any box. Let's say if they want to do a robot in a scene, they put a metal box, painted metal box, or any kind of a metal element when they shoot. So they will take that as a reference how exactly the every individual colors are coming it up. Okay, so let me file save scene as. I will saved it. But if I'm thinking, actually, you know what? If I go to the RGB, the colors, this ground color, it is somehow very closer. Okay, so if I, or this ground area here, see that red, little darker. See, little darker, much whiter. Okay. Green, green, it's cool, it's close, no problem with the green. Blue, blue is also fine, only problem with red. Okay, so how we can fix it up? Select my beauty pass and color corrections, hue saturation, not in master, only the red. We only have to do with the red. And what we need to do is let's go to the master. It's just a red. Okay, go to the RGB and we'll see. Okay, magic, big difference. Hmm? Lightness. Yes. It's negative 70. Let's see if I keep it to the 0. Let me again go back to the red and let's see if I do the desaturation. Yes. See, it becomes very colorless la. Okay, yeah, so I don't want to change that. In fact, I will just make it darker. I don't want to miss the colors. The color should be there. Okay, so now as you can see, this element, see the background statue, this and the wooden porch, this area, everything is nicely blended out. This small techniques, small things that you can, that makes a difference. Once you are done, turn on the AO. There we go. Magic. AO, check it out. Is the AO is still strong? Check it out with this furniture. Did you see? Very light. Inside they have strong. Outside, not that much la. So I think it works fine because outside we don't have much of a strong. I think it will work fine. Okay, because it is actually far also, this is more closer. There we go. So that's how you can proceed for the comping. Okay, so we'll end up, I think this is good, ideal. Okay, I don't know whether someone able to identify which part is CG or not. Of course, because of the placement, that definitely look like it is a CG, but if I put the same chair and put it somewhat here or here, I don't think so anyone can tell. Okay, it's perfectly balanced. All right, file, save as, and we'll end up here. Now I'll show you everything, and the most important elements of compositing, check with all the RGBs. Check with all the RGBs which color is suddenly going completely out from the composition. Okay, according to the composition, especially into that where you want to blend any subject into that particular environment. It means every color is reacting according to that environment. So check, always check. It's a very good exercise. All right. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we end it off. Let me stop this recording, and you guys ready to go? I freaking don't get any time.